For the last 3 years, I've always failed to clean up after myself. Never really cared about things I couldn't control. Every night, I stroll helplessly into the landfill I call a living. Watch both of my parents sulk in their sky-colored hardships, mourning in their miseries like two crying icebergs. It's hard when you live in a dismantled habitat. 6 bodies in a 2-bedroom apartment that smells of nuclear waste cartwheeling in the water like a drowning mermaid. My mother and father are struggling to find a place to live. Wandering through this dirt gray American dream, searching for the day when the clouds break and the struggle disappears like smokestacks fondling with the heavens sometimes. They hold their breaths, expecting protection from toxic fume phone calls by bill collectors. I sit back and can't help but feel inadequate as I'm forced to watch their hopes become a recession and plummet through the ground. Because when they're out working their bodies to the bone, you can find me with a versus silence and villanelle sweep off the walls like birds in a flaming building. Float through New York City streets like discarded litter. Feel the agony in my chest when my heart turns into a lump of burning coal, not hot enough to gather up the bugs we need to move like polluted air. My poetry can't assist them as much as I wanted to. And these slams will never bring in enough currency to get my parents out of that landfill. So these stanzas become nothing but bacteria and sewage mouths. And unhealthy soul blazing out of my body like radioactive waves exchanging blows the contaminated oxygen we inhale. We suffer with radiation in our face. So every night as I seep through my front door like greenhouse gases, I lay my head to rest, fall to my knees. Prayers aim towards the sky like broken paper airplanes I fear will never reach the horizon. Wishing that I can recycle my dreams, have enough energy to get back to the 2 icebergs that kept my family afloat no matter how much different time. But it's hard when you live in a dismantled habitat. When your carbon dioxide pride cuts through the ozone layer of the spirit. When your well-being is unpredictable like a gambling storm. I tell them don't gamble with our home. So every night, I look up at the overheated atmosphere. Watch how the sun vomits its burdens on my polar ice cap parents. And I pray that my pockets can go green, so I can have enough money to buy my family that house we've been trying to purchase for the last 3 years. Hopefully one day, clean up after myself and start a new life where we can finally breathe.